Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to be finally back. Honestly, I've been away for so long. I know. I was not informed about this content creation thing. It's not been easy. But I have to be alright for me to be able to come here. So I'm here and I'll be talking about a very important topic. If you've not seen my last video in which I spoke about possible interview questions and tips for the J1 Teacher Exchange Program, you need to see that video because this video is like a follow-up. And this video today, I'll be talking about things not to say during an interview. Okay? So, and disclaimer, I am not an expert in this field, but I'm sharing these tips and based on my experience and research, personal experience and research. So that's why I'm sharing. So if you want to learn one or two things from this video, please, you should keep watching. And I would be glad for us to continue the conversation in the comment section. We will learn from each other. Okay? So without making this intro too long, let's dive into the video for today. The first thing not to say during an interview is never badmouth your previous employer. Never. For example, if they ask you a question, why do you want to leave your place of work? Why do you want to leave and then move to America? This is not the time for you to start saying, my boss is that, I wasn't there, they are mean, or it's not convenient, it's toxic, or salary is small, or it's not the time for you to start saying all that. This is the opportunity for you to sell your own self. Sell your own self and show that in the interviewer that you are actually more. For example, you could say, I want to leave because for my own personal professional development, I would like to experience other culture or meet teachers from different parts of the world and learn from them. Share my own ideas and knowledge, then come back to part of my own community. This is a teacher exchange program, so definitely it should be more about how you're going to develop as a person and also impact. Okay? Number 2 thing never to say is, I work under pressure. Come on. That's too cliche, and then it just kind of shows a lot of a lot of kind of desperation. That's what it is. It shows like you're desperate and you just want to get the job and you just want to tell the person anything that will be pleasing to their ears for you to just get the job. So never say that. Another thing never to say during an interview is, teaching is my passion. I love kids. Teaching is my passion. And then that's just say it like that. It's just somehow, You could say that same thing, but in a better context, in a more relatable context, in a sense of where the person gets you where you're coming from. Or just putting teaching is my passion, I love kids, and that's why I want to teach and I want to move to America. Somehow. So put it in a way the person can relate and understand what you're talking about. Okay? Another thing you should never say during an interview is when you're asked, for example, you're asked a question and you say, no, I don't know it. Just outrightly say, no, I don't know what you're saying, I don't know what you're talking about. For example, maybe they ask you, how do you incorporate technology in your classroom? Do you use the use of the smart board and all that? You might have not heard about that smart board, or you might have not used it, but as a 21st century teacher, somehow you would know a little bit of tech. You should have used a little bit of tech one way or the other, I've not used the smartboard or anything before, but I know about the interactive whiteboard. I know about projectors, you know, and then even the laptops. So you could talk about the one you are familiar with and say, this is what you use in your present place of work. This is what you use in your school at the moment. So, but you are always able to learn and you're very adaptable. So you can actually learn about this other, the smartboard or any other form of technology that would help your students to learn. So, you know, that kind of sells you better, in a better light to your interviewer. Okay? The next thing you should never say is that when they ask, do you have any question for us? And then you say no. Never say no, that you don't have any question. There's so many things you could ask. There's so many questions you could always ask your interviewer. You know, you could ask them about the opportunities they have for professional development for new teachers. You could ask them their mentorship program for new teachers that are transitioning into their community or their district or into the school. You could ask them how they support new teachers. You could also ask them what is the most challenging thing about teaching in the school or in the district. You know, you could ask them that. You see, there's so many things to ask. I could go on and on. So another thing you should never say during an interview is salary. You should never bring up salary. It is not in your place to bring up the salary during an interview. Definitely they'll get to that. But if they do bring it up, you have to be very objective and diplomatic in the way you answer that question. Okay, so bonus tips on attending or being successful during an interview. I'll just leave some bonus tips here. Ensure you come prepared. Dress properly, even if you feel is an online interview, or then you're not going to meet the person face to face because it's in the comfort of your home. It doesn't mean you should just come and appear anyhow. Come prepared, dress properly, ensure that your environment is very quiet, there's no disturbance or distraction. Make sure you have good internet connection and a backup in case it, you know. And then I would like to leave my 5 P's I talk about. 5 P's I talk about: preparation, practice, passion, persistence, and finally, the most important one for me, prayers. Prayers, guys. Prayer does work magic. It works. So prayers. Okay, on that note, we have come to the end of today's video. I would love for us to have continuous conversation in the comment section. Do you have more tips, or do you feel there's something I should have said or I didn't mention? Please drop it down in the comment section. Okay, let's continue having the conversation in the comment section. Also, if you enjoy watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You people should help your girl. You people should encourage me. Subscribe to my channel. Like, let's make it to 1,000. Let's hit this video to 1,000. Let's push it. Share with your friends. Tell a friend to tell another friend to tell another friend. Share the videos. There are a lot of teachers in Nigeria that are looking for these opportunities. You people should move this ministry to the permanent site. Share. I'll see you guys in my next one. So bye for now.